Hello. The second tab on the SIS is the Student tab. The Student tab has four aspects to it: finding a student, active student list, bulk registration, and add a student. The first thing I'll show you is add a student. To add a student, you click Add a Student. Once you've done this, it'll be important to enter as much information as possible. If you scroll down, you can see that there are student admissions and details, participant options, language and communication, personal attributes, capacity, access, and so forth. All of this information helps us to gain a full picture of who the student is. An additional simple aspect of the Student tab is Find Students. This is irrelevant for most SBCs. The one place this might be important is if you've enrolled many students and it helps you to select one particular student. Instead, most of you will use the Active Students tab. If I click on Active Student, I can get a list of students. In this case, these students are all test students, as I'm not a real SBC. But when you click on Active Students, you'll get a list of your active students associated with your SBC login. From here, if I actually click on one student, I can then change the student profile. Where it says Main Page, which is what we're on now, this is in essence the student profile. If I want to change the profile for a student, I simply go to this part here under Main Information and click Edit Information. You can see here that I can now add a variety of information for students, including editing a picture. Another aspect of the Main Information section is External Files. External files are a place where you will have documents sent to you, and then you can download them, or you can upload new files. This will be relevant for special education needs, IA information. For example, after the internal assessment process is complete and the teacher has evaluated the internal assessment, you will be asked, according to subject, to enter the IB forms. They will need to be signed by the student and completed and then uploaded as PDF documents. An additional aspect is the communication section. If I want to view communications, I click on View Communications. This shows all of the internal school information system communications on whether it was an email or not. This keeps track of all emails between the SBC, Pomoja, and the teacher, as long as it's completed through the school information system. To do this, you'll click on Send Email at the bottom. But first I'd like to show you the Add Communication section. If I click on Add Communication, I can add information relevant to the student's records or progress. The Send Email section allows for me to write an email and then decide who it should go to. Do I want the student, the guardian, SBC, the diploma coordinator, or the school services manager to get this? It is important that you select the tabs correctly in order to get the message to the right person. An additional aspect of the student profile is the enrollment history. If I click on the enrollment history, I'm able to see all the enrollment changes that have happened for a student over time. This is the basics for the Student tab.